Hey guys, I'm Zachary Gray, and today we're going to be looking for North America's most venomous scorpion. And it's found right here in the Sonoran Desert. Unlike many of the other infamous species found in these deserts, these scorpions actually like to spend their time very close to people, living in and around buildings with lights and other structures they can hide in. Using flashlights and UV, we started our search around park benches, buildings, and all kinds of rock walls, where we quickly started seeing these scorpions.
This is a gnarly scorpion, so I'm gonna get it on my hand. Do like that.
Despite Arizona bark scorpions causing thousands of stings a year, there's only been a couple of recorded deaths. That being said, their venom is gnarly, and we're not trying to become a statistic today.
I just lost it.
After a few attempts, we did finally manage to get our scorpion.
This is not a scorpion you want to be stung by. Actually, do you want to be?
No, that's the strategy. Oh, let's go. Here we go, guys. This is the most venomous scorpion in the United States. That is a Arizona bark scorpion. See how its tail is already up and I haven't even done anything to it? That's not good. The big thing with handling a scorpion of this magnitude is to just not spook it at all. You don't move. Your hand is a stick, essentially. And you know, it's like when he's on the stick is flat. The stick is nice. The stick isn't getting up in his face, so he's not going to sting it. There's no reason for him to whack it. You can see it's kind of on its side, but it's out. It's not fully curled up, so he's not the happiest. Now, Arizona bark scorpions, for a bark scorpion standpoint, are actually pretty big. Small pinchers, really big long tail, big gnarly things. Typically, the tinier the pedipalps, tinier those little claws are, the more venomous the species is going to be. It's not really a set rule, but it's basic practice. You look at it and you go, okay, it's kind of a muscly scorpion. They're kind of meant to grab them and overpower their prey. You know, the ones with the smaller ones, it's like, okay, they use venom to overpower their prey. It's just a general concept, not necessarily a rule. Never go ahead and pick up one of these scorpions. In fact, this is one of the very few times that I'd refer to a native species as a genuine nuisance. In fact, if you see these guys around your house, in your house, that is a bad thing and you need to get rid of them. They can be dangerous to young children. They can be dangerous to people with health issues. In fact, a lot of people will keep other species around, so giant desert hairy scorpions, huntsman spider, black widows, anything that will eat and kill an Arizona bark. So if you have any species around your house that love to eat these guys, keep them around. And if you see these guys, get them out of there. They're everywhere in the wild. They're not an endangered species. They're not in trouble. You know, I hate to be mean to them. They really are cool animals, but like, let's face it, this is a deadly cockroach. Do with that information what you will. You know, I have a place in my heart for scorpions, but there's just something about the Arizona bark scorpion. There's not exactly people that go around removing scorpions from people's houses, you know, in an ethical way. You call pest control for these guys if you've got an infestation of Arizona bark scorpions. That's what you're supposed to do. Let me give him something else to walk on. My hand. Get him off my arm here. What I really don't want is for him to get into the crux of my arm there, because that's a really gnarly position. I'm doing that to show y'all these animals aren't necessarily out to attack you. These animals really only sting in self-defense, and you'll see whenever he's crawling on me flat like that, he's not trying to get me, but if he feels cornered or squished, he's gonna sting. Whenever these guys get squished up in a shoe or something like that, that's when they sting. If we had gotten that other bigger one, that bigger one was totally chill. Didn't have its stinger up at all. It's my least favorite scorpion I've messed with. Like, watch this. I feel like I want to show y'all what he does. Okay, he jabbed the stick there, like really quickly. Now his stinger's way up. They just whack whatever pressures them. So you'll notice they're very tough. Like, I'm pressing down on him with this little bean thing, and it's not necessarily hurting him. But he doesn't like it. And don't get me wrong, they're not all stingy, but this one is. I think we've spent enough time with this guy. We're gonna go ahead, get him back out here. He is in a bit of a nature area. Kind of are supposed to be. It's like the habitat's back there. So we're gonna go ahead and put him into the habitat, even though if he wanders back here, there's not any people around, so it's not necessarily an issue. There's thousands of these guys out here, and this is a recreational nature center, so this is where they're supposed to be. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, and check out the last time that we filmed the largest scorpions out here, the giant desert hairies. Really cool, those guys, and we will see you next time. Alright, let's get this guy back off into the Sonoran.